The Florida Gators look to bounce back in their final non-conference game of the season against the Furman Paladins, who have won 4 of their last 5 and hope to knock off the orange and blue for the first time in program history. From Gainesville, we're just moments away from tip-off. Happy you could join us inside Exact Tech Arena, joined by former Gators forward Brittany Davis. I'm Ryan Urquhart. Brittany, last time out Florida, a tough loss to Tulsa, fueled by 23 turnovers, a season high. How can they clean that up today?
Well, from the tip, they have to value each possession. They've got to make crisp passes. You got to meet the pass when it comes to you. But you have to control the tempo of the game, and I think that's going to be key, is controlling the tempo offensively and protecting the ball.
And it starts with Florida's point guard, Liv McGill, who's one of the top assisters in the SEC.
Yeah, she's one of the top players. She's the engine of Florida's offense. She's one of the most complete players in the nation, averaging 25 points, 6 assists, and nearly 4 steals per game. She hits the 3. The one thing that you're going to have to work on is the turnovers. It's the pace, and that's about controlling the tempo of the game and just knowing where your teammates are at and cleaning up these little mishaps that are happening early in the game. But once she does that, I mean, she's a phenomenal player. And on the flip side, when you talk about Furman, you have to talk about their most complete player, Claire Coyle. She's a physical player who's efficient from the floor, where she's shooting 55%. She's averaging about 14.5 points per game. She doesn't force shots. She thrives off points in the paint, mid-range jumpers. She crashes the boards, aggressively averaging 7.7 rebounds per game. And that gives extra possessions for her team, and they're going to need those extra possessions here today versus Florida.
Paladins led by Pierre Curtis in his 3rd season. Longtime staff member, was elevated to the head coach position after 4 years as the associate head coach. Keather Finley in her 5th season, hoping this team can clean some things up in the turnover department and take that next step before league play. Here we go from the O-Dome. O'Neal wins the opening tip against Channing Warren, and off we go.
Right away for an easy 2.
McGill swings out right. DeZecco's wide open, and she drills it.
Defensively.
McGill off a screen with 5. Fires for O'Neal. Banks it in and 1. 3 under 10. Reynolds. The drive on the baseline. Tough shot. Left it short. The putback is there for O'Neal.
And Miara O'Neal there to...
She lost the ball for a moment. Weathersby for 3. Rolls out. Ezekiel floats in for the putback. How about gift Ezekiel getting some vert on that with the bobble. Bounce for Reynolds. In stride. And 1 for Layla Reynolds.
And that's good offense for Florida. So you look, you have to fake the pass. Don't make that pass at 3-point line. You know your player is going backdoor. Layla Reynolds, that's a nice backdoor cut. She fakes her enough at the 3-point line. We can see here, you see she just fakes enough, loses her player, and then nice finish with contact.
Second foul by Sophia Pearl. Loose ball, Florida picks it up. There's a Furman turnover. In transition, McGill, and 1! An unreal drive from Liv McGill.
And that's the other thing for Florida. Liv had no points in the first quarter, and she comes out. And what does it do? From the turnover, Florida gets defensive stop. You see the drive down in. Florida gets a poke out by Layla Reynolds. And then Weathersby has the ball up. She sees Liv McGill and then just splits the defense and is able to finish. Great hustle.
McGill creates a little space. She does it again. Another and 1 bucket for Liv McGill. 5. And they won't do it. But O'Neal gets the rebound. Another and 1. Are you serious?
And you can see the excitement on Miara O'Neal's face when you get those off.
That pass intercepted by Reynolds. Up for DeZecco. She'll do it herself for 2.
Really good team defense.
That breaks up an 8-0 Gator scoring run. In transition, Layla Reynolds wasting no time.
And it's even off of a make.
Back for O'Neal for 3. Count it!
Miara O'Neal has come to play, knocking down the big.
DeZecco will drive, heave it up, gets the bucket. Another and 1 for these Florida Gators. Piatti bulldozes the lane and banks it home.
Good take by Piatti.
As they get set to start the second half. Happy to have you with us. Brittany, a first half where Florida struggled a little bit early, pulled away big at the start of the second quarter, but give a ton of credit to Furman. The Paladins really fought down the stretch of that first half.
Yeah, absolutely. They came and did exactly what they needed to do. They were aggressive from the start. They played the tempo and game they wanted to play, and Florida had to adjust to that. They have not backed down at all, and I don't expect them to here in the third quarter.
Well, Furman was led in a big way by one of the best you'll find in the SoCon, and that's Claire Coyle. Put up big numbers in that first half.
Yeah, Claire, she was dominant. She was 100% from the field, 7 of 7. I mean, you can't get better than that. And then on the flip side, you have Miara O'Neal, who's also 4 for 4. Both of those players are battling down low.
First half stats, neither team really putting up many threes, but how about Furman out-rebounding Florida?
Yeah, and that's about heart and 1-2. Rebounding, about wanting to get the ball. Furman knows they've got to win the battle on the boards to be competitive in this game, and right now they are, as well as they've got to turn Florida over, and they've turned them over 12 times. Florida's turned over Furman 12 times, but Florida's been able to convert a little bit more of those points. They have 14 points off turnovers.
Claire Coyle, we talked about, she's 7 for 7 from the floor in the first half. Miara O'Neal, 16 points. She's 4 for 4 from the floor.
Yeah, Miara O'Neal has just positioned herself well down low. She's getting what she wants. She's using her athleticism to get rebounds, to get putbacks. You can see just working around Coyle on that play to get the and-one potential play. And then she stretches the floor because she has the ability to knock down the three. The trail three, she can really shoot it from anywhere behind the arc.
DeZecco had it nearly stolen away, splits through, finds McGill, floats it up for O'Neal.
And that's what's going to be open if you're patient. They look to trap.
Paladins aggressive. Reynolds navigates and swirls it through.
And when you're playing that high.
Off balance, somehow found O'Neal. Reynolds lost it, got it back and scored.
And that's good.
Threw it right to Liv McGill. Gators trying to stretch the lead. McGill posting.
And Florida says, doesn't really matter, we're going to get.
Had it knocked loose. Gators get another steal, this time Reynolds. To the glass, lays it in. Florida has their largest lead of 13.
Great.
It's basketball. Up by 11. McGill sprinting in. A good finish for Liv McGill. McGill off the handoff. Rolls out. McGill got the rebound. Shovels off for Godfrey for the square. Tried to do it herself. Too high off the glass. Out for Reynolds. Finds the logo and pops it too. McGill splits through and a lefty layup.
Yeah.
Well, that'll be something to keep an eye on for Florida. The Gators today dominant over the Furman Paladins. They take it 82-66 and finish the non-conference slate on a high note.
Florida does what they need to do down the stretch. They reach this game out now 9-1 at home this season. In the fourth quarter, they put up 21 points in the third and the fourth quarter to finish this game out strong.
So Florida moves to 12-3 through non-conference play, 9-1 inside Exact Arena. That'll do it for us, for our entire crew, led by Jeremy Otter, Scott Snyder. She's Brittany Davis. I'm Brian Urquhart, saying so long from Gainesville, where Florida is victorious in their fourth ever meeting with the Furman Paladins. Enjoy the rest of your 2025, everybody, and good night.